Zach's moving the car up a bit further because we're keeping that one here, but we are evacuating for another hurricane. This time, since it's 2024, it is Hurricane Helene. So I think the last one we evacuated for was, it was the I one last year, Adrena, I believe. So, oh, whose water is this?
Pens. I don't have any space back here.
And there's no cup holder? What about, does Milo not have another cup holder?
Yeah.
But we got the puppies loaded up. We're in the Tesla.
How do I get Ivy's number?
Her number?
Yeah, but she just has it.
This is our downstairs closet. It got flooded. All of this is covered in mold now. My brand new Christmas tree I got last year from Costco might be ruined. The kids' crib that they all slept in, this Jenny Lind one. These are the only bits that didn't get water damage over here. The rest of it's over here. And yeah, that was our Christmas tree box. Is there a lot of mold on it, or is it just water?
I don't know.
Because if it's water, we can dry it out. If there's mold, it's probably no point. But if you don't need it, or want it, we can get rid of it.
I don't need this one.
But this is our neighbor's house.
Well, at least ADA didn't flood.
Good for them. Not us.
Hey, don't leave that there. Or that there. Or that.
Why?
If it wind or something, it'll sketch up the car.
Alright, here. You don't have hands. That's good. I'll grab that. It's just to the Christmas tree. Yep. That sucks. I was gonna save this for the kids, or even for my sister. Like, you can see all their little baby bite marks. Helene was a bitch. I'm just gonna say it. I don't like calling women that word, but yeah, she was. This is the worst I've seen it. Great, there's mosquitoes. The worst I've seen it affect. Go away. Our base. So it's quite unfortunate. We got home also, we saw how much it had flooded, like a full foot, and we left our Jeep here. So thankfully the engine sits high, but water came pouring out of the exhaust. Just pouring out. So, yeah, this sucks. This sucks. This sucks. Yes, luckily our house was on stilts, or else our house would have been completely messed up too. You know? That's a lot more flood water than I honestly anticipated. Just hoping our trusty go-kart is still working, and all of the kids like electric bikes and stuff. Sucks. Alright, here's a better view that you can see where the water came up from the surge. This says ADA houses. Thank goodness they're sitting up more, but you can see the line and then all the debris.
Receipt.
Yay! Just have to dry it out
Yeah.
for the Christmas tree.
Yeah, but it's like super wet and ripping, so
Okay, I'll be in a minute.
I don't know how to. Should I just leave it
It's like
outside?
Basil's effed. No, because it's so humid outside.
Hey, Ben. The bike work?
That's
Alright.
good, but yep. That sucks. About 2 feet or so flooding. Thank goodness these houses are on stilts, or else our downstairs would have been completely ruined.
Hey, Ben.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I think that's what they are, what they're on when they're color.
Alright.
So yeah, the color strand isn't lighting
Alright,
up.
take a picture of it like this, so I can say that
Okay.
it's broke.
I just stepped on a lizard. Ugh. I don't want to step through that. Messer! Under here, bud. Oh wow, you can really see all the gross. That's the water line. I don't know why that blows my mind. Just the fact that that's how high the water was. And we're not even close to the water, because it's not the water from that lake. It's the water from the ocean, which is like way that way, like 3 to 4 miles that way. All right, so it is Sunday. Oh great, I changed my watch face and now I don't have the date readily available. It's Sunday, the 29th of September. We just went out to the store. We wanted to go to Home Depot to get a big like box fan to air out the closet downstairs, because it's still drenched, like the drywall and the cement ground, it's just still drenched. And we've left the door open and everything, so we're hoping to get a fan in there to get it drying out. And I wanted to get a box fan, but I have 2 tower fans upstairs in the kids' rooms because on-base housing doesn't have overhead fans in this doesn't have overhead fans in any of the bedrooms except the master. So they have tower fans. I'm gonna just take one downstairs and just set it up and have it running to air that out so we can put everything back in the closet, because right now it's just sitting out in the humidity. And Florida has what's called like Florida grime. It's where it's like sand and dirt and just uck in the air, and it'll rust metal for like bikes and stuff really easily with the humidity and the grime. So I want to get everything put up, but I don't want to put it up in the closet when the closet is still damp, moist, dank. So yeah, I need to do that, but Home Depot didn't have any, clearly, because South Tampa got hit pretty hard, so they didn't have anything that we needed. Because we were also going to get a pressure washer to wash off some of the stuff, like all the ocean water, surge water that came into there. Like it coated a lot of our stuff, but they didn't have one of those either, so that's okay. And then we went and got some groceries, and in the middle of getting groceries, the base, MacDill Air Force Base, put out a thing saying that there's going to be planned power outages tomorrow for at least 8 hours. So I was like, oh great, because I got milk, I got eggs, cheese, everything that we lost from when we were gone, when the power was out while we were evacuated. Threw it all out, which sucks because we had just gone to Costco and done a huge Costco run. And if you've been to Costco, you know what I'm saying. 400 plus. That wasn't all on dairy refrigerated items, but like, that's a lot of money. So we threw all that. We got new stuff today, so we're gonna just keep one fridge closed tomorrow. I think we're gonna keep this fridge closed because we have 2 from where we bought our house in Riverview, and the fridge that we ordered for the house wasn't ready, so then the company just gave us the fridge. So that was our garage fridge in our old house, and now it's our spare fridge which is, we love having it. I'm so grateful for it. So we're gonna keep this one closed with all the dairy stuff in it. Just nobody's gonna have dairy tomorrow while the power's out. And we're gonna keep everything else in the other fridge, like drinks, grape jelly, all the other stuff that should be refrigerated, water bottles. We're gonna keep them in that fridge. So that way we can open up that one and it's not gonna have extremely perishable things like, you know, our milk and cheese and whatnot. But yeah, so Zach just had to run back out to the store because while we were there, we forgot to get ranch because he really wanted some buffalo chicken dip. And we forgot the ranch for that because we need it for the dip. So he ran out with Ivy to go get some more of that. And then we all have a little cold from, we don't know who is patient 0, but one of the kids caught it and brought it home. And so we were all kind of like sniffling and stuff. So we got some more cold medicine stuff. And then Messer, our oldest dog, if you've seen my videos before, you know about him. He's an Australian Shepherd. He is extremely high anxiety. Like, I have anxiety, Messer has worse anxiety. He especially has travel anxiety. And so I think the travel anxiety paired with the stress from being at our in-laws' house, because it's really, really hot there and he has so much hair, he just straight up doesn't have a good time when he's there. And then I think he was feeling our stress from the evac and everything. So he gets the runs. The nice way of putting that. He gets the runs, gets the squirts when he's super stressed out. So I made him some treats with pumpkin, just canned pumpkin, and it's not pumpkin pie filling, it's just canned pumpkin, and then some plain Greek yogurt, and then I put it into a silicone mold. I put that in the freezer, so that's freezing right now. And then something that my mom has always done, which I can put the recipe down below. If you have a dog, she's done this for as long as I can remember. Whenever the dogs have tummy troubles, like puking or pooping, not fun pooping, is pooping ever fun? I don't know, but she always does this. She does white rice or brown rice if you have it, and then instead of boiling it in all water, we'll do half chicken broth, half water. We had a rotisserie chicken from our buffalo chicken dip, so my mom would say canned chicken, but I just used the not great parts of the chicken that we don't eat, that's like has like bloody bits, or the really, really brown dark meat bits. I chopped that up really good, put it in there, and then I also do 1 carrot, not peeled because the nutrients are in the skin of a carrot. Chop that up, and then I boil it all together. And it's 2 cups of rice, by the way. 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of water, 2 cups of chicken broth, 1 carrot, chicken if you have it. If you don't have chicken, don't worry about it. It's just the rice needs to bind it together. The chicken is just to, you know, give them some protein, some more nutrients. So Messer's gonna have that for dinner, breakfast, for any meal that he has until his poop firms up. And then a vet that practiced holistic medicine that was here on base. So she actually works with the police dogs, the canine unit here at MacDill Air Force Base. She recommended, when she found out that Messer was high anxiety due to him going crazy at the vet for a yearly checkup, she recommended kefir, or kefir, the like yogurt drink. Get that plain, give that to them in their food, which is why I do the Greek yogurt thing, because I mean, I use Greek yogurt anyway, so regardless, I'm going to use that yogurt in a smoothie or as a sour cream substitute, something, but it's the probiotics in it that calms them. And then she also recommended this, which is on Amazon for like $10. It's the anti-stress formula. It's for people, but what you do is it comes in a capsule. You break the capsule open, and for Messer's weight, he gets 1.5 capsules, and then I usually just sprinkle the other half in Pepper's food because she could always be a little calmer. And yeah, it's the Swanson anti-stress formula, stress support. And it was this one exactly, the 167 milligrams per capsule. It's the capsules because you have to be able to break them open to sprinkle them in their food. And any time that I've given it to Messer, it helps with if he's having tummy troubles from stress. So I'm gonna go order some more of that right now, actually, because yeah, it's only $10. Sprinkle it open. By the way, I said 1.5 capsules sprinkled or cracked open and sprinkled on his food for his weight. So he's about 43 pounds. You know, give or take. That's about his weight. So that's how much he gets for his weight. I'm sure there's stuff online about it. I've only ever gone off what she's told me, and it's worked for like the past 4 years, I think, is the first time she told me about that. And yeah. So that's what we've done so far today. And oh, Zach's built the Christmas tree, which I showed you guys, because it's broken, which is really sad because it was like $500 Christmas tree from Costco. But that's okay. It's all right. It's just a thing. And then I took off my nails because I was stressing out, and so like they're a little not great looking right now. But this is all the cold stuff that we got from Target. So we got Sudafed, sinus and congestion. We got these because I've never seen them before. They're organic throat soothing drops, and they're birthday cake flavored. So I'm so curious what those are gonna taste like because I've never seen that. So interesting. Got some Simply Saline extra strength because we don't like Afrin in this household. We've gotten it before, and we hate that it always gives us like residual congestion after the cold's gone. We got this Propolis nasal spray because it's a sinus congestion one also. And then from that same company, we got Propolis soothing lozenges with honey, vitamin D, and zinc. And this is their elderberry flavor. And then some, in case we don't like those two, we got our go-to Halls cough drops because our throat is a little bit scratchy. This is not from Target, but it's a godsend. It's the Mary Ruth Organic Ionic Zinc. Helps with colds. Everybody in the family can take it. It's amazing. That's not at Target though. That can only be ordered online. All right, going to grab a fan. Also, I apologize for how I look. You guys are like, wow, yeah, haven't seen you in so long, and this is what you give us. Yes, baby. Yes, it is. As good as it's gonna get right now. I am hanging on by a literal thread. Because when I say that Messer's having tummy troubles, I mean he's getting up every 2 hours at night for the past 2 days. So I'm a little freaking tired. But we have a tower fan. Let's go take it downstairs, all the way downstairs. All right, I am back in the guest bedroom. This used to be Milo's old room. It's not, since he moved in with Ivy a few months ago. Sorry, I just went up and down the stairs a minute. So this is kind of like baby clothes storage, and I'm gonna say that's probably about it. And like baby stuff like this that I'm essentially keeping for nostalgia, or keeping for the kids to use one day should they have children, or my oldest sister is planning on having kids soon, hopefully, if the stars align for them. So right now I'm going through, and these are all clothes that I'm going to donate because a lot of places are looking for kids, baby clothes, regular, you know, mom and dad clothes, maternity clothes for the people that have lost everything. And I know a boutique right now that is collecting gently used kids and baby clothes. And so now I'm like going through, because I'm like, I don't need all of this, you know? Like somebody else could be using this. So gone through a bunch of the girls' clothes to get rid of, and then consolidate what I'm keeping for my sister, or to have, like I said before. And now I'm gonna do it with Milo's friends. And then I have a bin of just like nostalgic older clothes that like I wore. Like I have the outfit, like I see a skirt that I remember when I picked up Zach from basic training in that skirt and stuff like that. So I don't know about those two bins because we have two of them. Do I necessarily need that stuff? Like I'm never gonna fit into like a size 2 again. So do I keep it or do I just throw them away? I don't know, but that's what I'm doing right now. Went to speech therapy with Milo this morning, went and ran a couple errands, and now I'm doing this before I have to book a couple flights for my boss and answer some emails / schedule meetings. Gonna try to get done what I can. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna turn on YouTube and have somebody else talk to me while I'm doing this, because I can't concentrate on doing like these things, talking into the camera and like cleaning or decluttering or anything. I have to really just shut my mouth while I'm doing it. So that's what I'm gonna do.
You're just so cool. But you so cool. I mean, look at what you've done. People love you. You don't need a nickname. Just be you.
All right, Zach just took Penelope to guitar lessons because she is fully invested in her guitar learning right now. So she has guitar lessons, private lessons on Tuesdays, and then she has band practice on Wednesdays. That's right. And then Ivy has dance on Thursdays. So it's like a whole thing right now. We're still getting Milo's sorted. Honestly, it's like things don't really start here until like 5, but we do want to get him involved in like martial arts. It's just, you know, one thing at a time. So tonight for dinner, we're doing pork tenderloin with a like teriyaki glaze. And then I showed you my Brussels sprouts, so I just have to season those. And then I'm also gonna do a sweet potato mash, which is boiling. And we're just kind of keeping it simple for dinner tonight. Thankfully, I am not congested right now. It sucked. I had a phone call with my boss, and I was fully congested. And so like I wasn't talking a whole lot, and I felt bad. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not saying much. I just can't stand the way my voice sounds. So it's all right. It seems to go away when I stand up and walk around. So that's why it's gone while I'm making dinner. I'm having some coffee because I'd be tired still. I'm also like multitasking by lifting a few weights too. So I'm probably overdoing it and I'm probably gonna regret it later, but it's good. I forgot to tell you guys what Messer got. If you have dogs that have GI problems, because this is a very niche thing, but I don't know. I mean, for me, it's like the little things like this that I'm like, I gotta try that, you know? So first things first is the Fortiflora. So these are just little packets of probiotics. It says symbiotic action. It's a prebiotic and probiotic canine supplement. It's from Purina Pro Plan. I don't think you need a vet's prescription for this, but I'm not positive. It wasn't super expensive. I think it was like $30 for this whole box, because yeah, they gave us an entire box of them, which they've never given us before. I've never gotten a whole box. So we have that, and I sprinkle that on top of his food. Uh-oh, Messer, did you drop? Oh, geez, bud. What are you doing? It's like he got his antibiotic. And then this is his antibiotic. It's called metronidazole, I think, and he gets half of one of these. And I put it in his food. So some dogs, if they don't take it, he's throwing his bowl around. You have to kind of like shove it down their throat. But thankfully with the wet food, he's like trying to hork it down anyway. And he just eats it on his own. And then his food, this is the stuff that always helps him, is Royal Canin. And it's the gastrointestinal low-fat veterinary food. So this is prescribed food. You have to have a vet's prescription to get it. So I can't speak to any of them that aren't vet prescribed, but that's like the combo that helps Messer when his colitis is acting up, when he gives himself stress colitis from worrying so much. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys because I'm vlogging and it's just like I'm trying to get into the habit again. So you get the little random things that you're like, Thea, I don't care. I'm like, well, it's content. Bye. All of everybody's losses here. Some people didn't have too much, and this is super minute compared to what we saw over by Messer's vet.
Yeah. This one too?
Yeah. Also, you need to get a new sound for the Tesla. It's October now.
Michael Myers.
Bye.